Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. Definitely helps the channel grow. Alright, so this is the other version of the Kinemon deck, one that does not play the Exodia pieces. So we get to see how the build flows, being more dedicated to a straightforward gimmick. Or a straightforward deck list, and then the other one would be a gimmick, I guess. Yeah, see, Kinemon's ability can help, can come in handy, as you see. Okay, we opted not to block to be able to trigger Kinemon's ability again. Working with 7 Dawn, got a lot of options. Are we gonna see some sort of Dawn stack swing situation? Interesting. Okay, so we just did that to, I guess, get the leader ability off. Wow, that was a long chain of support cards. So this is a wonderful situation. We managed to secure 2 cards with Perona, right? We added 2 cards, and now we have the You Could Be My Samurai, which is going to let us draw 2. So this play set up for 4 cards, to dig for 4 cards, and that's pretty good. Okay, they got a pretty healthy board themselves, I ain't gonna lie to you. So we're probably looking to proc Yamato's ability here. Okay, so we do the You Could Be My Samurai. Draw 2, so we got plenty of cards in hand right now. Perfect. We play the Mihawk out, and that just gives us 4 Dawn back. Mind you, that new character, you just have to have 3 attached Dawn. It doesn't matter to who, you just have to have 3 attached Dawn. So yes, this swing rests their blocker. And this swing is going to put them in an uncomfortable situation. Yep, they really didn't want to lose. They would, mathematically, they were better off taking a hit than to dump all those cards. Oh no. Well, that happened. Well, I don't know how. We had 2 Kikunojos, so you can argue this is more counter power efficient. I don't know, but you know, I think the other cards had counter power, so I would have to like check it again to see what the math was. Oh, okay, we got Izo again. Oh, so that's another free swing. Oh, they didn't want it to happen. Well, essentially, we get to swing. That would have burnt the 2 life, and then 3 swings. But there's only about 2 characters, so you know, Perona attacks Law, and okay, that's it. I don't know how much Dawn. Well, we had enough Dawn to clear their board, to be honest, but that's the thing. We didn't know what was in their hand. We would have to assume. So if we swung for 7, that would have been a fantastic number to swing with, and then we probably would try to swing 1 over everybody except for their Law. Perona probably would have just swung on Law, like straight up, and then the leader plus that other character probably would have Dawn X'd them. So I don't think we have a lot of on-play effects. I do know, or maybe it's like a split in the middle, on play and when attacking. So we might actually be able to handle Blackbeard pretty well. And then that's another thing. With these rest cards like Okiku and that guy. Oh, my bad, I don't got the name. That's going to allow us to like disrupt a lot of Blackbeard set play. A lot of, like, right now we probably don't even have to attack life. We could probably try to create it. Well, we're gonna have to attack life with one character, right? But we could create a situation where we could start attacking their board, because you already know Blackbeard players like to take life so they can get more cards in their hand, so they can keep spamming their leader ability. So yeah, this is gonna allow us to do a lot less of that, I would say. And then if they want to maintain their board, they have to commit to a decision on whether they counter out or lose their board presence. And 5-drop Yamato is just gold. I understand, came out in an era where it was too easy to pluck off the board, but it's a golden card. It does a lot. Okay, I guess they're still thinking about something. And we took that first hit with the quickness. I'm assuming that's it for them. I can't see them, choosing to swing with their board. Well, the fun part is we do got an Ezo. So we can play that if we want, rest something, and then swing. No, is that? Yeah, we would have enough Dawn. Swing, use ability, rest, swing. So we can actually attack all characters this turn. Okay, we're doing this. And this is getting that. So we just did that for the draw. Okay, that's a pretty good setup. If they counter out of this, that's what I'm like. If they counter out of this, that'd be nuts. Yeah, next turn is gonna be lit. Their board is gonna get punched. Perona changed a lot. There's a lot of leaders with the slash that are green. There's a lot of cards out there. The fact that it gets slash plus events. If the deck dominantly has slash, the whiff potential is very low. Perona's a really good card. It just oddly helps so many decks. Referring to the search Perona, by the way. Yeah, that was like the first thing I was thinking. I was like, dag, this Perona legitly helps this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. So many decks change. There it goes. We was just talking about you. Alright, hurry up and end your turn. Yeah. You know what it's about to be. Yo, low key. Please play Ezo. Please drop the Ezo. I think that would be so advantageous. Okay, we didn't drop the Ezo. Because we could have just... I mean, whether that's the best play or not, that's just the greedy play in my book. Because we don't have to attack life. We could just go straight to the character. Play Ezo, rest the character. Swing on that character, rest another character. Swing on that character, rest another character. Swing on that... You get what I'm saying? Yep, rest something else. They gave the 2K. Right now would be a good card that just like, what? That's interesting. We left the board alone. I guess we felt like the board's not much of a threat. Okay, we set up another Okiku, which means we probably can't protect our board, so it's good to have something for backup purposes. That looks dangerous. But you don't got enough cards in your hand to stop a lethal play. And we could definitely rest your blocker. So you're still in trouble. So you definitely have 2 characters that can attack. And since you rested all your Dawn, yeah, you're in trouble. Yep. And then so that, you know, it is cool that character, you just got to have attached on, and then you just attach it anywhere you want, and then you just rest the character. But yeah, the Blackbeard player was probably much better off just attacking character. I mean, we had too much in our hand. Hey, we could just attach, just set up everything firsthand. Okay, we gave it to the homie. Yeah, that's just, well, 1, it's a free card to play, but 2 is also like, hey, let me get some counter power if any is available. Do you have a trigger? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. That sucks for them. Well, this is it. This should give us the game. It's weird to see all these old cards like fighting some modern meta cards. It's kind of weird to see. You know, cards always like, yeah, this card's dookie. This card can't do nothing no more. Going against Blackbeard again. But meanwhile, whole time, card's a threat. I remember when Kiku was a bit of a terrorizer. Now all of a sudden, it's just like sees no play. Such a paradigm shift. The meta was just in a different place. On play effects was just too much a necessity. When attacking was just too slow. Now, with the way the meta is currently, yeah, you can get away with some when attacking abilities. Yeah, it does work out. Yeah, I would develop the Yamato. Why not? Develop the Yamato, rest that thing, get it off the board early. Oh wait, no, he did the black hole. So yeah, that would have been a waste. Okay, I kind of got to develop something no matter what. It sucks. It hurts. But at least this Yamato has vanilla stats. So that's kind of glass half full when you think about it. You know, outside of having counter power, if I would have played a vanilla 4-drop, that would have been basically the exact same board condition. 4-drop 6K. Once again, glass half full. Might have to do a little bit more. Okay. There it goes. Boo. But now we have an attack target, but that's also going to let them draw. Definitely going to help their hand. Because they got 4 cards in hand. If they use leader ability, they're going to go down to 3. Basic math, you already know. But oh! Well, that saves us an attack. Yeah, so yes, they get to draw, but that saves us using an attack on them. So that actually works out. We're at 5. Not outside of the blocker, we can't really like put 2 on the board. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, we wouldn't want these on the board anyway, right? Wouldn't make sense. Better off keeping it for counter power. Blackbeard is thinking. It is weird still. These cards are old. Okay, we're going for a pop. No, they only got one down left. Probably just setting up. Okay, leader ability, and then swing. We'll probably take, because we only got the 2K. Huh. Either we can draw a bunch of cards, or we can try to find maybe a play that's slightly more efficient. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have access to the leader ability right now, so Hiyori into Okiku would mildly be a waste. Two attacks, split the difference. 7K. They shouldn't counter out. Or no, they should block. They got the 1-drop blocker. Okay, they took. They wanted to keep the blocker. Oh, they caught a trigger. Does that last till our turn? They're better off keeping the card. They literally would have been able to play it next turn if they needed to. I think that wasn't that the liberation card that hits 2. I could be wrong, but yeah. If it was that card, then yeah, they probably would have wanted to keep it. Because like right now, pat. Oh no, we got the blocker. That's probably why they just was like F it. That's probably why they was just like F it. Got you. That blocker changes things. Yep. Changes a lot of things. Are they swinging? Yes, they are. They need that off the board. Oh, we could just, I would do Paradise Waterfall and just, take the next hit. Please, you got Paradise right there. Okay, we did the 2K. Because now they're just going to swing on it again, right? You could have just, yeah. Maybe this is what we wanted. Oh, we was picking the wrong card. I felt like we should have just Paradise and then we could have took the next hit to life. I don't think it would have been bad us going down to 2. And then we would have saved the 2K counter in hand. This, I don't think this threatens lethal per se. It's possible if they got bricks. So it is possible. But we should have lethal next turn. Yeah, like, what does this do? Tight. Yeah, if this isn't enough, then this definitely lethal next turn. We got 3 life, 2K, 1K in our hand, and a board that they have to clear. All right, one more Blackbeard. Kind of weird, right? Because once upon a time, if a deck had board removal, this probably wouldn't be working. it's good to see board removal has calmed down, while also a sprinkle of anti-board removal is implemented in the game, because that sensei was holding it down. That sensei was holding it down for us, really protecting our board. Swing, activate ability. That's probably one of the golden situations you want. If you go second and you have Okiku, whoo, what a play. Literally a 5k on turn 1. Ridiculous. But this is pretty good too. Yeah, I'm like, come on, there's no way you have something to pop our character. So either you was overzealous or you want us to attack the Laboon, because we kind of have to. Okay, well, I guess we're playing out cards just to make sure we don't make a mistake. Hiccup mathematically. That's crazy. They really sacrificed the Laboon. That's wild. Alrighty. Woo! I was gonna say, these Blackbeard players be thinking. I was like, I've never seen these cards before. What do they do? It's hilarious to see just one drop, but that's a good play nonetheless. Defensive, and you now have something to help start removing the board. I mean, granted, you kind of set up your Laboon. If you didn't do that, then maybe you would have it. Maybe you would have the Laboon still. But yeah, you let that card go quick. Okay, we did that just for the draw. Got you. When you think about it, I understand. Because they're kind of stuck in our hand. This is usually the time where Blackbeard is always doing their leader ability. Just back to back to back. I wonder why we rest the blocker. Is it for this situation? Oh, that's weird. We're really going to use the teacher. Okay, that was a weird exchange. I feel like it allowed us to get what we wanted, though, but it's still weird nonetheless. Probably trying to hunt for that 10 drop. That Liberation, I think it's called Liberation, to pop 2 off the board right now would come in handy for them. No, it won't. I keep forgetting the teacher. Yeah, that's frustrating. That is frustrating. What the heck? Teacher's just changing the game. I think the best thing, yeah, I was like, you might as well just try to develop board so you can attack us. That's weird. The teacher's literally shutting down half of Blackbeard's game. So it's like, all that setup to delete your early turn and then set up for Burgess and all that kind of goes out the window. If teacher's on the board kind of early, then they have to waste their turn doing cost reduction combos to pop something that's going to get negated. Whoa, that's creepy. Don't know why we chose to save it, but I'm sure we're going to use it to attack their board now. That's a lot of Dawn. Oh, we're trying to get rid of the Burgess? Well, if they 1k that, that's one less card from their hand. Okay, that was like, see if it was going to be a monkey see, monkey do type situation. Feels so extreme, but I understand. And then that attacks Burgess. You're not saving that, that's insane. Probably trying to do math. Like if I just drop 2 cards and then maybe I'll gain 1,000 and nope, no, it's too much. Yeah, they need to figure out how to deal with our board. It's creepy that the teacher's making it that difficult for them. That's funny. Yeah. That's worth doing. Because normally you would want to leave the Kuzan on the board for a whole turn so you can attack with it, then use his ability and chuck. Right? The only time you're going to use it early is if you really want that offensive pressure of Burgess. But economically, you attack with Kuzan first before checking it. But we got all these rest cards. So it's like, well, it don't matter. We're going to rest it and attack it. You're not going to, we can avoid having you use its ability. So it's like, well, now I got to use the Kuzan first turn. If we get that, if we get one 5-drop hit, 5-drop Yamato, then that's it. Just there's no point in playing. That's too strong. Are we gonna just Dawn stack and swing again? Because that would be hilarious. Because mind you, we're still gonna have one more attack against the lead, so it'll still chip away at them. Yeah, I respect it. I'll go for it. Because you have another character that can attack. Interesting. You see? I thought we were going to put it on Kinemon again, but it's the same difference. Don't matter. Yeah, point is, we had one more attack, so they were going to be compromised regardless. This must be frustratingly annoying. I might type in the chat like, yo, what's good with you? Why are you even playing this? Who plays this? Damn. This is ridiculous. That's the fascinating thing about the One Piece meta, respectfully. It's like anything can win as long as you get the right matchup. This has become such a super matchup-y type meta. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, once again, if you don't got a side deck or sideboard, whatever you know it as, if you can't side cards, then it's kind of what you got to deal with, But I'm a little bit of a fan of it because you get to kind of play whatever you want. Low key, you just kind of get to play whatever you want. It is what it is. The beautiful part about this meta. As long as you understand that you can bump into the wrong matchup. Once you understand you could bump into the wrong matchup, then cool. It may not be your deck. It just might be their deck. you know? We should definitely rest their searcher and then swing on it with Perona. Oh my god. Trigger. Trigger. Oh, they haven't been using their leader ability? Yeah, that's interesting. Because we just got these one attacking effects. We want the Burgess off the board again, I'm guessing. Okay. No, we're just putting them in lethal range. Please use that. A Perona. Use the Perona. What are you doing? It's very easy. Perona attacks the searcher. Perona attacks the searcher. Perona attacks the searcher. Thank you. It could save it technically. But I can't. Oh, they chose to save it. I'm like, I can't see it helping them though. Yep. Develop your motto so we can have an attacker in the back seat. Because even if they get lucky to start clearing our board. Yeah, it looks like they got no plays. That's probably why they're doing this. Dawn stack searcher and swing. Yup. It'll be crazy if this whole time they just have a bunch of counter power in their hand. And they're just laughing inside. But we should be great. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. So I don't think we gotta worry. Well, if you made it this far, please give us a subscribe. Share the video if you care, or feel free to look at any of our videos. Feel free to make a leader request. It might take a while depending on what leader you're requesting. I ain't gonna lie, we're still working on blue yellow ace. Goodness gracious. But yeah, give us a sub. Well, G. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this is Kinemon. Low key, he can play.